Je vais dire aux anglophones. A first fool is not a fool. A second fool, you become foolish.
While Cho Yaba and the Never Again generation, they preach independence and self-defense. Team Surrender and federalism, they tell our people, say me they give up. While Ambazonia fighter them, they beat Cameroon B and gendarme them battlefield. Black leg them, be self-fighter them, Cameroon army. It don't bad to the poor Bia Almighty. Don't it beg. Siasia. Baron Komo Siasia the beg. They preach unity and elimination for colonial boundaries. That one a puppet when a France put it for day to help them exploit Cameroon. 2 cubes of sugar don't deny for melt. This La Republic former commissioner for a video all we don't see him. He talk him. He tell Ambazonia they say make una no gree for nobody. First fool no be fool, but second fool na confirmed fool based on the description for that video. You know, francophone, they will never tell you, l'homme anglophone réfléchit gauche. Say, Englishman, the thing na left. Say, we na dog kokombia kode. Them say, giving up no. Go prove their point 100%.
Because for years, they treat me like the Amber man. They really treat me like, say, I know they is a Amber. They treat me like, say, we'll be amongst the Amber men, them, now we create all the polls, and so they treat me. So yes, all the Amber men, now my brother them, now my cousin them, now relative them, no be people the way I fit throw them out so because now people the way now blood relationship you get Amber men them way they way now people the way now your cousin, also your uncle, also your mommy, auntie. Yeah, one the way they don't lost their life them, all that thing them, yes. So now I fit talk say me, I be peaceful Amber man.
True for life now. If you fool me 2 times, then I may be that fool. 8 years don't pass. We don't resist Cameroon for 8 years. So it's a battlefront. 8 years don't go by. We don't stand our ground. This shows a lot about the Ambazonian spirit and the strength we'll get them. It take Cameroon by surprise. When I remember, time minister tell Honorable Yaba, c'est qu'est-ce que vous allez faire? They don't know say they don't neutralize me, no. 2 cubes of sugar inside basin. Ambazonia giving up no be part of the plan. We no go transfer the very problem to the next generation. Lie. For Cameroon, for their country, for their eye, all we know, how did they see we? They don't even see we like 3rd class citizen. No. They see we will not belong to their country. The only problem I say, oh, they for their eye farm. So mine they can't mind their gold, they can develop their country. That's what they see we. They didn't see we like citizens of Cameroon. You will talk English for you, they will tell you to parle patois. You feel say they don't know you talk na English. They know. They just want to insult you. That hate for inside French, my heart, no be to the way it started. They deep inside their soul. But you see Team Surrender and Federalists, then they still want belong. We'll get a whole beautiful country with all you will need them. Some people only want to go back for master. He has the chop for master under a table. The chop crumbs. Some people get problem. Now really true, if you go school, no means you get sense. If you get sense for book, but for common sense, you know common. Cameroon no be know, say the generation will rise, will patriot them. The Never Again generation for Cho Yaba, where they will doesn't know pa. Pa Vongola, we go meet you for fee. Now method by method, block by block, we go buy gun them. People say, oh, Yaba na warmonger. Yaba tell people say, we na go march for 1,000 years. March from London, New York, Paris. Nothing no go happen because the international community no get nothing the rule-based system. White man create that system now to protect their interests. If you never understand white man mentality, we're not going to march for 1,000 years, we're not ever get independence. Pick gun, shoot. Yes, shoot your way to freedom. People kosh Yaba. Today, this revolution still dey on. The war of independence they go on because Yaba get a solution. When no man will bring that solution on the table. If we be the march na march, they will not feel with you. We will not even they exist today. Look place where they people they don't know where they go on. When on a dit, oh, Prime Minister, the wrong boya. Francophone, they come out talk, oh, say, Anglophone man, they win election, they rig. Because no one Anglophone for be president. Why do no one Anglophone will be president? Because we'll not be up to 3rd grade for their country. We'll be that they are slave them. How slave go do rule for master a house? You go see PhD holder them, doctor them, fellows, masters holder them. They receive preaching more stay in Cameroon. Who order book where they go school for go do it for school. If they not see and say we go be better on our own than to be with Cameroon. After 60 years, they still not get sense. They still preach federation inside Cameroon. Now really true. Say common sense no, it's not common. If you go book all your life, but you don't get common sense. Ambazonia, una imagine an Ambazonia which is free and independent. Would decide on foreign policy, or state policy, or national policy, or train or army, print or currency. Harness our resources, develop our country. Kata the plane a play. The resources for Ambazonia, kata the plane a play. But some of you still want to go see the she don't under master a table, me the thief from a farm, can't build the side, then the tray crumbs will be chopper. Now which kind of dawn is the worries of Ambazonia them? No, the game, you know, go end. You go only end with independence. There is no going back to Cameroon. Cameroon don't lose the battle. We don't humble Frenchman. They don't look now if you can't dialogue. If you say that dialogue will make the problem or solve the problem, that dialogue will have a calm way so that after some other 15 or 20 years, you will come back again. To say Atlantic states be part of Littoral and Savannah states be part of West Province. That is the plan. They no will ever change until we break away from these people. Not thief people. With their evil, gay, lesbian lifestyle. Drink picking their blood. No be people that will stay with them. They don't corrupt our elite completely. Even in a free Ambazonia, all Maui self Cameroon elite system go retire. They no go bring that evil where they copy them from that side to Ambazonia. When I take a listen to 20 man they talk, the former police commissioner of Cameroon.
Et puis quand même. Oui, les anglophones, Biya a toujours considéré les anglophones comme les sous-hommes. Les anglophones ne comptent pas beaucoup pour Biya. C'est pour cela même que ses collaborateurs peuvent les mépriser. La preuve, vous voyez ce qu'est le Premier ministre du Cameroun. Quel rôle joue le Premier ministre? Et c'est pour ça que moi je vais dire aux anglophones. A first fool is not a fool. A second fool, you become foolish. Les anglophones, vous ne pouvez pas, nous savons tous que les anglophones aiment le Cameroun. Ils aiment notre pays. Mais vous ne pouvez pas, ce n'est pas possible que vous continuez à endurer ce que vous endurez. Le Cameroun a besoin de vous. Vous aimez le Cameroun a besoin de vous. Mais Biya veut à tout prix vous pousser, tout au moins vous a tellement martyrisé. Il s'est assis sur le pétrole qui est extrait du sud-ouest. Ça a été sa propriété pendant plus de 30 ans. Il n'y a que 10 ans aujourd'hui qu'on essaie de mettre ça dans le budget du Cameroun. Mais avant ça, le pétrole du Cameroun était la propriété de Biya. Le pétrole extrait en zone anglophone. Donc, quand tout cela est fait, il faut que le peuple anglophone se réveille. Et moi, j'en veux particulièrement aux hommes en tenue anglophone. Parce que on ne peut pas vous donner les armes. On dit tuez vos parents, tuez vos mères, brûlez vos villages. Parce que la tendance aujourd'hui est à recruter les hommes en tenue du nord-ouest et du nord-ouest qu'on envoie au sud-ouest, et les hommes en tenue du sud-ouest qu'on envoie au nord-ouest pour faire le sale boulot. Il suffit que le peuple anglophone, on ne vous envoie pas de prendre les armes. Il suffit que les hommes en tenue anglophone, policiers, militaires, gendarmes, qui qu'ils déposent leurs tenues et leurs armes devant qui, le sous-préfet, qui le préfet, qui le gouverneur, et dire que tant que la crise anglophone n'est pas réglée, ils ne travaillent plus.
On dit premier gaou n'est pas gaou, c'est deuxième gaou qui est nyatao.
My fellow Ambazonians, this is Dr. Yaba. Glory to Ambazonia. I was briefed 2 days ago. For 5 months, I was cut off from any information. Even when the family made a visit, the police was sitting in. Thank you all for your continuous sacrifices. Thank you for standing firm for our country. Thank you for not yielding to the machinations of spineless profiteers and hijackers who've robbed millions of hope. Glory to our prisoners. Glory to our people. Glory to our forces. I am confident to the heavens. I have faith in the outcome of freedom and independence. Ambazonians, you should never, ever compromise or settle for anything short of full independence from the barbarians. We must never, ever reward the actions of unqualified bullies and murderous captains who docked on our shores 64 years ago. We must never lower our standards as we have done in vain for 64 years to meet those recruited occupation profiteers who for decades after decades earn a living on our pain, dispossession, alienation and humiliation. Let us never forget the warnings of our late Prime Minister Endele. More importantly, we must never forget the sacrifices of our people. They never died in vain, never went to jail in vain, and never fought in vain. At our lowest moments, when everyone thought we would be dissolved in 2 weeks, none but us spoke for us. It's 8 years now. When they burned 10 villages, 100 villages, 1,000 villages, they thought we will give up. They push our population to rise against our forces. They call our forces criminals. It's 8 years, and we are still standing. It takes hard work, my people, an enormous sacrifice, perseverance to succeed even in the smallest human endeavors. Sometimes one generation only conceives of an idea that takes 3 other generations to actualize. The mindset to improve on our lot and live a better society than we met must drive everything we do. You may walk in a pharmacy and pick up a packet of paracetamol to stop pain or reduce fever. It may have taken you just 1 hour and a few hundred amber. It surely took millions of amber, sleepless nights of research, trial and error, failures, and a never giving up attitude for researchers to have been able to put together the elements to make a paracetamol. You may take for granted when you open your eyes in the morning and you are able to see. Millions live in places where sight alone is a luxury. You step into an airplane at the Manfi International Airport, and in 6 hours you are in Brussels. Thousands died to enable a 12,000-ton piece of metal stitched together to taxi down a runway, lift up at high speed, gain altitude, and maintain a cruising speed of sometimes 700 kilometers an hour. Your weight of 50 kilograms cannot keep you airborne for 2 seconds. It is not about gravity, but how to beat it. When a 16-year-old sits in a garage, creates an app, and in a few years is richer than 20 African countries put together, we must ask ourselves, what is holding us back? Are we stupid, or are we in an environment where hijackers have made daring, sacrificing, and innovation not possible? Women in the UK fought and got the right to vote a century back. Your vote today does not still count 100 years after. And you seem to think it's normal. My people, I don't speak these words to undermine your sacrifices. These are questions I ask myself. These are the questions and thoughts that stiffen my spine make me a no blinking animal. You can simply count on hope in the middle of the ocean if you can swim. You can leap from the top of the mountain, and on your way down, you hope you can fly. Our country has been hijacked, our continent is on siege, and our race is marked. It will take a different mindset for us to gain 1 inch and keep it. We must develop the mindset of the men and women who landed on the beaches of Normandy, step by step, brick by brick, over the dead bodies of the fallen. They refused to retreat or bend. They had set their eyes on an enemy whose defeat was necessary for the survival of the human race. They knew it may require their lives, and they did it anyway. When tyrants rule by terror and subdue men and women of honor to surrender, abdicate their responsibility and give up on the assumption that tyranny yields to reason, good faith shows compassion in the face of pain. When diplomats with the abundance of experience and history on their trail appease tyranny and succumb to blackmail as though Chamberlain's lesson is extinct. When profiteers of genocide, aggression, alien rule enable and collaborate with the loot and a system of utter brutality with the hope that our defeat will usher them power, lest they forget Petain and Quisling. I remind all that history is a valuable lesson that has stood the test of time. Ambazonians rose, and no force exists that will bring it down. They can hold 100 conferences and diplomatic deputations. They can utter thousands of lame words to appease the vulnerables of the moment. For the first time in our history, something stands between Cameroon and the defeat of Ambazonia. It is what Foncha and Ndele lacked. It is what John Fundi lacked. It is what we lacked in 1995. It is the Ambazonian forces. Without them, Cameroon's old strategy of bribing leaders, killing many, burning villages, putting thousands in jail, exiling others, would have left the population vulnerable and defenseless.
A significant mystery in the United Nations history remains unresolved. The 1961 plane crash that took the life of Secretary General Dag Hammarskjöld and everyone else on board while he was attempting to negotiate peace in the Congo.
Good afternoon, fellow Ambazonians. I come to you today to let you know that your resistance is grounded on historical facts. I want you to pay attention to this write-up by the then Secretary General of the United Nations, Dag Hammarskjöld, who said, uniting the southern Cameroons to the Cameroon Republic is like forcing a balloon under the sea. One day it will come out. He said uniting the southern Cameroons to the Cameroon Republic. He didn't say reuniting, which means that we have been groomed with a false narrative that we are reuniting with Cameroon as if we were a state and we were separated before coming back. No. After the Germans lost the war wars and their overseas territories, Cameroon, there was a Southern Cameroons and there was a Republic of Cameroon. We were never a country together. The German influence. The German had influence around there, even Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Central African Republic, Chad, they were German territories. Part of Nigeria, they were German territories. So, and these countries are autonomous countries on their own. The Southern Cameroons was a nation on its own.
Our nation is bilingual.
We were not being reunited to Cameroon because we were not one nation. So the false narrative of being reunited is a lie, is a historical fallacy that our people must know, so that this notion of that we're one and we're being reunited is a very big lie. The Secretary General at that time said uniting the Southern Cameroons to the Cameroon Republic is like forcing a balloon under the sea. One day it will come out. Our forebears tried. They were humiliated and and defeated because of lack of weapons to fight. This generation will not bequeath to the next generation this fight. I just wanted to make this clarification so that we picture ourselves in why we are fighting, so that we will continue without retreating till we get the objectives, till we achieve the objectives to why we started this journey. God bless Ambazonia.
Welcome to ACN.